Hello. This is Galgatha. We're playing some Forge Adventure mode here. Last session here, we played Brothers War, and I believe we went 2-1. It's been a little bit of time since I played, but 2-1. So we do have in our inventory. I already opened up the boosters off screen, apparently. But nothing really notable out of them. There's a Griffin down here. We want to be using our life gain deck. Yeah, we have a quest to make a delivery. But we're up here to. I don't necessarily want to fight a griffin. We're up here to basically find more life gain cards. So I'm just gonna. I was hoping to just run across another city here, but we're kind of like not finding anything. Okay, here's a city. We'll do this quest in a second here. I just wanted to go to somewhere else and kind of browse the cards. So, what's in here? These are enchantments. It's notable. I did update Forge, and more Final Fantasy spoilers are coming out. So we are getting Final Fantasy cards in Forge, even though they're not released yet. It's worth noting that like last time I played, only a few cards were spoiled. Now I think at this point, like most of the set is spoiled except for basically some commons. So we'll be seeing a lot of those. Trouble Appear is really good in commander decks. I don't see anything here that I need for my life gain deck. What is this? Kind of looks like maybe a mounted knight or something. I accidentally clicked and bought this. Okay, all right. Let's see. So yeah, we got knights here. This one really has lifelink, but I think it was too expensive. Why is it just? You want to go in? Something is really weird is going on. Okay, boosters. Theros Beyond Death, Outlaws Thunder Junction, Shadows over Innistrad, Portal 3 Kingdoms, Kaladesh, Mirrodin, Magic 2014, 9th edition. Interesting. There's gonna be equipment? Yes, this is equipment. Not very many. There are some equipment do we want, but not. Swords, plowshares, and beyonds. Oh, so this is all removal. Fateful absence is interesting. I don't mind actually getting some more removal if we can find some good ones. The Wedding and River Song. Draw 2 cards and you may exile a non-land card from your hand with a number of time counters on it equal to its mana value. Then target opponent does the same. Cards exiled and don't have suspend, gain suspend, and then time travel. It's just so weird. But Lila undefeated. So these are things that exile. This is not quite like Lila. I run her as a commander in a commander deck, but this is not what Swords, Plowshares, and Beyond. Yeah, sure, she exiles the spells because she makes them plotted, but she's not actually exiling things. I think this is quite kind of I think the pool it's drawing from is a little kind of wonky. Destroy target attacking creature, you gain 3 life. Destroy tap creature, you gain 2 life. That's sorcery speed though. Elspeth, Sun's Champion. Create 3/1/1s. Destroy all creatures power 4 or greater. The art on this is wonky though. Reroll. We were looking for like if we can get a Swords Explosion, that'd be like really good. Or Stroke of Midnight would be good. Path to Exile would be good. Um, the Eternal Wanderer. Last Casket. It's interesting. D-Spark. D-Spark is fun. I'll take a D-Spark. It's better, I think, in Commander, because typically things get a little, so it's target exile permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. Typically in 1v1s, you play a lot of lower cost cards and not very many high cost cards, but I guess it really depends on the opponent's deck. Path to Exile. Exile target creature. So it's notable that it exiles, so they can't get it back. And then they may search for a basic land. That's great. Swords to Plowshares would be better. And Settle the Wreckage is pretty good because it exile all attacking creatures. So it's one-sided for 4 mana. I like that too. We'll do 2 more. Temporary Lockdown, also pretty good because it exiles each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until it leaves. Against certain decks, that can just completely lock them down. Alright. We're good here. Lands is going to be Modern Horizons. I don't know what these mean. And then Slivers. We don't need Slivers. This is Artifacts. No. We go here. Let's see what they have for the draft. Dominaria United. Okay. So if we did another Dominaria United, and we did another Defender deck, we could grab more of those Windmantle Champlains for our other deck, and that'd be pretty good. I do like this set, so I do think it's worth just doing this. Yeah, let's enter. Let's do this draft. Okay, so our rare in this pack is Squee. Destroy Evil is pretty good. This is kind of slow, but it's okay. Bite Down is really good. And then it has Escape, basically. Is Squee good enough? We'll see. All right. So, looking through here, if we wanted to go black-red, we can get really aggressive. So Garna is whenever another creature you control dies, if it was draw a card if it was attacking, otherwise it does 1 damage to each opponent. It was great. And then Lagavos is also basically into that whole aggressive archetype. You create at the beginning of combat, you create a 2/1 elemental creature with trample and haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step, and then you can search your library for a card, put it in your hand if 5 or more creatures died this turn. So I like Garna a lot, and Lagamos is like bad. We hope that would wheel, and then we go really aggressive. Zur Eternal Schemer is a really good card, especially with enchantment creature decks. So like Duskmourn and that kind of stuff. But it's not good in this situation, there's not a whole ton of that in here. So looking at what would be in our cards. Phyrexian Vivisector, whenever creature you control dies, scry 1. We're going to be throwing a lot of creatures at them, potentially. So we can get a lot of scries. 2 for 2 for 2. It's not terrible. It's not great. This is a 2/3 for 3 that has Menace. And then we can, basically for a red, start flopping his power toughness around. I wouldn't mind rare drafting this, but it's not going to be relevant. I think we do the Phyrexian Vivisector. Shadow Prophecy is also interesting. It would be look at the top 2 at this point, where and then put 2 of them in your hand. So it's draw 2, lose 2 life. At this point, it's interesting. But Phyrexian Vivisector first. Did we? Okay, I didn't want to make sure we double. I clicked and then it felt like it went a little fast. Okay. Yeah, I really like the stained glass lens. So we're gonna grab the Flosun Kavu out of here. Droira is okay. Radical Legends is more a commander card. Battle Rage Blessing is a great combat trick. Thrill Possibility to refill the hand. I think I like the combat trick out of here. Smash to Dust, destroy target creature with Defender could be relevant. Does 1 damage to each creature your opponent's control. But I like 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker more than this. Although this is a little bit more. But this is just like removal. It's a little expensive. 5 mana. Another Zur. Molten Monstrosity could be cast out cheap. Black seems to not be open coming from this direction. Molten Monstrosity is okay. I'm going to rare draft here. Toxic Abomination is a 3/2 for 2, but you also lose 2 life. Another Smash to Dust. A 1/1 with haste, and then it can be kicked, but not for the colors we want. I think we take the Toxic Abomination. Here we take a potentially take this land, go down that route. I don't like to get to Amplifier too much. We'll sideboard it. Okay, we can get another Kavu, but if we do this and just rare draft this and then get to keep these cards, like we can build a Zur deck and it can be really mean. Furious Bellow. We'll add it to the sideboard for now. Sideboard. Droira here, we don't want her. Geothermal Bog, we want that. Also kind of want this Phyrexian Rager, because it's a 2/2 for 3, but it draws us card. Lightning Strike is super good. Is Lightning Strike better than... it's between these 3. Phyrexian Rager, Lightning Strike, and the dual land, but I think Lightning Strike is the way to go. Because it's straight up, Lightning Strike is straight up 3 damage to any target. And that just is too good to pass up. Here we get another Geothermal Bog. Another Phyrexian Vivisector. And the sexy swamp. Creature versus land. We only have 5 creatures. I think we take the creature and hope the land wheels. So when this enters, it does damage equal to your domain or the combat trick. I think we just take the creature at this point. I like the Goblin Picker. Here, Braid's Fight rolls in. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, each opponent discards a card. We have Read Ahead, so this can it can skip to any of these. Return target creature card from graveyard to your hand. Target may sacrifice a non-token permanent. If they don't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. I like this. And yeah, we're taking that. Soul of Windgrace is interesting. We are black-red, so we could splash green, which I think we did get a Haunted Mire. Splash green, and then enters the attacks. You may put a land from your graveyard in the battlefield tap you control. And then you can discard lands and then attack to get those lands back. Another Fire NATO. And then declares war. Created 0/2 Thopter artifact token with flying named Ornithopter. Tap any other artifacts you control. Deals that much to target creature or planeswalker. Up to 1 target artifact you control. So we don't have a whole lot of artifacts. We can sacrifice. I think we're going to take the Soul of Windgrace and see if we can do something with that. Here, Tattered Apparition is pumped. We could sacrifice. I think we do want to go a little lower to the ground. This is okay. This is okay. I think we want to go to the Hurler Cyclops. Bone Splinter, destroy target creature, but we have to sacrifice a thing to do that. It's removal. We'll try it. Then we need the 1-drop. We're going to take the land just in case. Here we're going to take the mountain. Take the Cave of Kolos. Add that to the sideboard. Add that to the sideboard. Okay. Loam Speaker, not what we're doing. Over here. Bortok. We could go 3 colors. And have... we have green. As our third... Oh, a Friction Rager. Another Fire NATO. I'm going to try 3 colors here. I don't know if that's a necessarily good thing. This is deals 4 damage target creature or player. This spell was kicked for it. So it's 3 mana for 4 damage. Even if we're not kicking it, I think it's good. Yeah. Then this... duplicate spell. This here has kicker for green, and we can sacrifice a land, draw a card. This is going to be really good with our Ringgrace. When it was kicked, search your library land card with a basic land type, reveal it. Put in your hand to shuffle. I like it. I like it a lot. This is color filtering. Oh, this is a bog that we like. How's our creature situation? We have 14 creatures, 6 spells. I'll take the bog. Do I want a mana filter? No, I'll take the bog. Here. Shield Wall Sentinel, we don't need any of those. Here, I think we do take the Deathbloom Gardener for color fixing at this point. Taps an untapped token artifact you control, non-token artifact you control, add green. We don't have any artifacts, so let's ignore that. This is 3 mana kicker in the right color. Target player discards this card if it was 3 damage to that player. Discard 2 cards. We'll try it. Now Rada, we looked over before, but now we're in her colors, so, or his colors, so her colors? Yeah, her colors. I think this is going to be good. Green is really kind of open. So Bog Badger has kicker for black. It's a 3/3 for 3, but if we kick it, creatures control gain menace until end of turn. That's fun. Let's do that. When this it's a 7/7 trampler, when it enters, gain 5 life. Seems okay. It's a little expensive. We could just grab for domain. Well, we'll do that. Colossal Growth. I do like the 1/1. We'll take the 1/1. Smash the dust of the sideboard. Radiant Growth sideboard. Take the 1/1. Take the 1/1. Okay. So, as it stands, we have 28 cards in our deck. And we ended up going way closer to yeah, so now we're like looking at a 3-color deck. And let's see. For her, return target if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of basic land types, which will have 3. So that remains all these 3. These 3 piles would come, one of those would come back. And that's, if it enters the battlefield, we would cast it. Then she's just a 4/4. Otherwise, put it into your hand. So, you can, like, we can get back a bomb into our hand. Like, say they remove our Windgrace. So let's look at this. Let's put that aside. We don't have a whole lot of, we have some instants of sorceries, but not enough. Oh, we put that, put this into the main deck here. We have 3 1/1s that get pumped when creatures enter. Goblin Picker. I like Goblin Picker, especially with the Windgrace, because we can discard a land card, draw a card, then get the land card back with the Soul of Windgrace. We could also discard something that we could potentially get back with Portuck. Phyrexian Vivisectors are okay. The Sprouting Goblin, I like this a lot with our Windgrace. We can now kick this, so this is getting really good. I do like the Toxic Abomination. Bog Badger, the Deathbloom Gardener is a good blocker and then ramps us up a little bit for these higher cost cards. Bog Badger is a win con, so basically once we have our board settled, then we give everything menace and try to swing in. Bostu and Kavu is okay. Squee is good. Garna is good. I think Rada is good because she'll be giving stuff +3/+3. Soul Wind Grease is good. Marias will be dealing 3 damage to each opponent. Hurler Cyclops is okay. Let's move that to the sideboard. And then 7/7 is like hard to deal with. I think this might be our creatures, 19 creatures. That means we want 17 lands here. So we only want 4 spells, so we'd have to cut 3 spells here. Fire NATO might just be too expensive. Lightning Strike needs to stay. I like the combat trick. Discards 2 cards. We're being more aggressive than even though it's called aggressive sabotage. I think we're being more board presence than this. I like this because we can get creatures back. I like the 4 damage. I like the Lightning Strike. Bone Splinters is just straight up removal, and sometimes you just need that straight up removal. So I think we do cut 1 more creature. And I think it's going to be a Phyrexian Vivisector. Just to... Because we're going to be more green. Green is also our... Okay. Let's add basic lands. So it says we have 8 black pips, 12 red pips, 10 green pips. We have let's go back and hit cancel, because in the sideboard we had the Haunted Mire and the Woodline Ridge that we want to add in. So there. That's all 3 of our colors in domain, or in these tap lands. So now we go in, add basic lands. So we need to add 14 lands. So we go so this is too much, right? So we're going to cut back here, and then we want to cut back on a swamp. I think we go like this, 5, because we're mostly red, green, and then black. Okay. All right. I am gonna go, and we'll just start the event. I was looking at time, and I'm like, yeah, we'll just go a little longer and actually get some of these games in to see how they're gonna go. All right. So I have a turn 1 play with the mountain. I have Garna out. I can play the Haunted Mire. I'll have the black for that, but then I won't have a second red for Garna right away. This is pumpable. I'm gonna keep. I do want to kick this Sprouting Goblin if I can. So I'm gonna play the mountain, and I'm gonna play our 1/1 that can be pumped. It has haste, so I will deal 1 damage, pass turn. And then I want to Haunted Mire, and then I will kick the Sprouting Goblin next turn. So we'll play the Haunted Mire. And then we'll Alpha Strike in. And he plays a, so he's got the Gibbering Barricade. So now we will kick that. We'll get our Geothermal Bog. And then we can't play Garna next turn because we should have probably just grabbed untapped Black Source. Actually, it would have been smarter. Yeah, that would have been smarter. We can pump this next turn. So we'll just pass for now. Destroy target creature. If its mana value is 3 or less, you gain 3 life. Okay. I mean, partially did its job. Okay, I need to play the Geothermal Bog. Just so we can play Garna next turn. I could play the Bog Badger here. It doesn't help. +2/+0 until end of turn. I could Bone Splinters if I needed to. This is sorcery speed. It's Defender, so I think because it's Defender, we just hold back. Oh, they played an island. Okay. Flying. Whenever one or more other creatures die, put a +1/+1 on it. It only triggers once each turn. That is going to be a good Bone Splinter target. So now I'm just going to play Garna. Now if this thing dies, it turns into card draw. But I also kind of want to use it for Bone Splinters. I'm going to play my tap land. And I'm going to pass the turn. Bone Splinters this probably next turn. Soaring Drake, so flyers. Okay. So I'm going to select target creature. I'm going to target that here. And then it doesn't really matter. And then I'll kick Garda. Whenever another creature controlled dies, if it was a card was attacking, otherwise it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Did you? Oh, you had gained some life. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next turn we can get our 7/7 out. And then what does this do? Draw a card, discard a card. If you discard an instant sorcery, okay, and then sacrifice it, you may cast the instant sorcery from a graveyard this turn. Okay. That seems fine. I am going to double attack. I thought that might happen. This is fine. We'll kill this creature. We'll just do all 3 damage to it. Garda will make us get a card draw. And then we'll play our Ancient Mossbeard and gain 5 life. And then we'll be able to swing in for quite a bit. They only have 1 card in hand. It needs to be removable. Okay, and then we'll swing in. And then play out our creatures. And then we'll like all in swing in next turn. This has haste, so we'll do it. Alpha Strike. Perfect. next game. All right, we didn't want a sideboard, but we do need to mulligan here because we have 1 mana and it doesn't cast our 1-drop. Don't like that. Same here. 1 mana. Okay. I think we put back a mountain and ugly forest. And so we'll on 3 we'll play our 1/1 with Death Touch. Green. What does this do? So they didn't get to do the step 1. Target player mills 4 cards, exile insert sorcery from your graveyard, copy it. You may cast a copy. Okay, that doesn't seem very good. Oh, we did get a turn 2, which is great. We'll get that into play. And turn 3 will be Deathbloom Gardener. We're gonna mill 4 cards. That does kind of just fuel up Bortuk here. Do get a Bog Badger, a Toxic Abomination. So there's some targets here for Bortuk. And get a Phyrexian Rager in play. Swamp. I think we'll just trade if you want. Nope. Okay. And then we'll get our Death Toucher Mana Dork out. And then goes past combat, plays out his Barricade, and then a 1/1 flyer that can gain Death Touch. So if I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can't cast Bortuk this turn. So I will just put my tap land in, and I think we'll look at this discard a card, draw a card on their end step. So they'll likely attack in with the flyer. That's fine. Another wall. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, it may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay. I forgot to do my Goblin Picker. I think I want the Bog Badger back into play. Declare attacks, no attacks. Flyer's gonna just whittle me down. We'll get rid of the swamp. Geothermal Bog into play. Vigilance. Can't be long as a casting instant. So they got this whole instant sorcery theme going on, but like no actual instants of sorceries in hand, so they're just beating me in the air. We'll do this. Discard that. Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike does take care of the Botfly Swarm. One, two, three, four, five, six. I want to keep my Deathbloom Gardener up just in case. We get our 7 cost out. We'll just we'll stop the chip damage now. Sacrifice a creature, gain a life, and draw a card. And so you counter Lightning Strike, but you sacrifice a creature anyways. Interesting. Do I want a bone splinter or anything? Yeah, let's bone splinter the academy wall. Go there, and then we'll take care of our 1/1. This way our 4/4 can just start swinging in. Yeah, and then we want to kill the 4/4 wall. Okay, great. Now we can start swinging in with our 3/3. They double block the 3/3. What did they cast? He cast out a little early there. Death Touch Indestructible. I think we just take it then. Okay. Soul of Windgrace. Enters the battlefield or attacks. Put a land card. So I think first is we swing in here and here. Or in here, I think. And then we play our Soul of Windgrace. Yes, we want to put... And then we'll start discarding to this, or start doing this. Actually, probably discard to that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go attack in. And yes, we do want to put the swamp into play. Do you get a block? No, you don't block. And then this is interesting. We pretty much have like what we need here. Soul of Windgrace, if he gets blocked here, we can make it indestructible. Draws card and then discards a card. Tattered Apparition. We're doing this because we want these Llanowar Strikers to have more toughness. And then we're going to attack in. We are going to put a land into play. And we will make a mistake. And our Windgrace is going to die. One of these gets through. We still... That gets through. We're still going to do good here. Just we could have done even better. Let's domain kill it with the damage from having 3 basic land types. Okay, let's play round 2 against an owl. All right, we did pretty good there. Geothermic Bog, Haunted Mire. We don't have a turn 1 play, but we can turn it to a turn 2 play. Play the Geothermal Bog, then we can play this. And then we can also do this as a turn 2. We'll keep this because actually we'll turn this to maybe turn 4, depending. They put a... Okay, so we will play the Geothermal Bog. Tapped. Pass. And then we will play 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. We're not going to kick it. We do got Rada this time. If we play the swamp, then we play a Toxic Abomination, then we play the Haunted Mire next turn, which we can play our 1/1 if we need to. I think, yeah, so we play our 1/1 now, play the Haunted Mire, play the swamp, Toxic, yeah. So half a dozen of one, 6 of another. We'll play the swamp, and then we'll play our Toxic Abomination in. If we draw an untapped green source, well, actually, kind of, we're putting in a tap land regardless. Okay, yeah, we're going to put it in a tap land regardless. We're going to hold back on everything else, and we're just going to start swinging in. Micromancer. When it enters the battlefield, you may search for a library for instant sorcery card with mana value 1, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Okay. They found Cut Down. Okay. Cut Down. I don't remember what Cut Down does. Okay. I already forgot it. So green. And then we'll come kicked. We'll attack for this. You don't block. With power toughness. So yeah. So they couldn't do this one. And then he's attaching the axe there. Great. Alright, let's this will give +3/+3 to our we'll do this and attack in. And then we can, this can potentially be a blocker. Yep. We can do 4 damage to this. So player land. Alpha Strike. He gets +3. So this, he blocks there. Then we don't do the kicker. We do the 4 damage here. And save Errata. And then this ends up eating the Micromancer. And then we'll put the Vivian Phyrexian Vivisector into play, and we're doing real good. That could be an issue. We don't have an extra red. We're short of red. So if we go all in here, because +3 is 5, 8. We can't lose if we put the counters here. Or, yeah, there we go. Okay. You put it and then Level Strike. Next game. Did really good there, like that. Got a mountain, got a forest. We can play this as a turn 1. Then we got turn 2. We also have Lightning Strike available. I like, although we're short a little bit of land, we're on the draw, so we're likely to draw land, which we did. We'll put our mountain in. We'll put our Hasty Boy in. We won't. We do not have the kicker. I wish it didn't say cancel. I wish it would say decline when it prompts you. So we'll attack it for 1. He's got his 1/2 out there that he's going to start. Is it better to get a 2/2 body out? Yeah, we'll just get the 2/2 body out. Because we can Lightning Strike this if we need to later, or we can attack in and heroes. It's so this is the equipment again. And he's going to draw a card, discard a card. Alpha Strike. And then I think we just hold back. They can keep drawing a card, discarding a card all they want. Okay. Tide Bolter, and then we'll Lightning Strike now. We'll play another mountain. We'll Alpha Strike. He's going to block there. We don't have enough mana to pump. But now we get rid of his blocker, which he could have equipped the Hero's Heirloom to. Play the Forest. Swing in. Pump once. Deal 5 damage. Play our creature out. What do you play? Impulse. Look at the top 4. Put on one of your hand. Okay. What do we have for creatures? Nothing. So we don't want to cast Bortuk. If we play the Forest, we can pump once here. Owner's hand. And he kicked it, so it gets put to the bottom of the library. Okay. And then he's got no blockers, so we'll pump. And then I would rather put my Kavu out and then pump again. And then he's got no blockers. Back to the adventure. All right. That was a pretty good round 2. A lot easier. Let's see if we can do... Oh, against Eldrazi. See how well we can do in round 3. We got good mana. We can't play this. If we get a red, then we can. But I'll keep because we do have a turn 1. And then we can turn... Okay, so this is a good enough blocker. We could just kill it. We're just gonna kill it. Wow, okay. Okay, we're just getting our 3/3 out there. Exile it until it leaves the battlefield. So this is a O-Ring, Oblivion Ring effect. And then... Well, we don't have any red. You may sacrifice each one that discards a card. Return target creature card from graveyard to your hand. I guess I'll do it. We'll start with the 1 counter. We'll sacrifice our own creature because we'll get it back next turn. Okay. Got another swamp, which I need red mana. Just replay our Manowar Stalker because we can't do anything else. Yeah, you're gonna tap it. Doesn't really do much at this point. Defiler Dreams. Okay. Sacrifice non-land, non-token permanent. So it can be the Citizen's Arrest, it can be Defiler's Dreams, or the Clockwork Bridge. Otherwise, you will lose 2 life and I will draw a card. They chose to have me draw a card, and unfortunately I drew not a good card. We'll play another Stalker. and then pass turn. Oh, we are desperately in the situation where we need red. Whenever as additional cost plays, okay. Whenever we cast a blue spell, draw a permanent spell, draw a card. That's pretty good. And then they're binding my Llanowar Stalker. Here's a forest. And then here's another forest. We're so boned on mana. Here's a mountain. All right. Like, what do I do? If I play it kicked, yeah, kick. Get a mountain. Play the mountain. Play the mountain. Oh, I'm just dead. Yeah, we're just gonna. That was a misplay on my end. I'm like, oh, we can get another land. Okay, we'll do next. That was just bad. I'm gonna mulligan this because we only had 1 mana in hand. We'll keep this. We can't play the Garna, so we'll. Yeah. And then we'll keep this and we'll play the Stalker. Add our waste into. Jeez, man. Swamp. Will bone splinters. That. Tapping that. Okay, and then we'll play our other Stalker. Was that smart? I don't know, because we might need that removal for something more important. So this time we have all our mana. We'll swing in, offer the trade. You don't take it. We'll put in our 1/1 Death Toucher now. We'll put Goblin Picker into play. I think we keep back. So this has enlist. So we will block the enlist creature. And then the Samite healer. Yeah, we got tapped because of enlist. And put the top 2 cards of your library and put one of your hand on your graveyard. Okay. Okay, we'll just swing in with our 2/2. Swing in with our 2/2. Prayer Binding onto the Pog Badger. Yep. We're gonna tap there. Don't like this. Put the land in. Need 2 more land to play Bortuk. We're not gonna declare any attackers because we need to trump or keep the soldier token back. Mimeo. And then he found Shore Up. Mountain. Okay. Do not declare attackers. I need 1 more land and I can play Portuck, or we can play. I can't do anything about this. I'm just dead. Flyers. I can't deal with the flyers. And then Citizens Rest. Like, their deck was just too good. Collect the rewards. Boosters, and the challenge coin. Alright, we'll check out the boosters in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Man, that deck was just too controlly, and we couldn't deal with it. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.